Hello, it's Purple Orchid here, and I'm wishing you a good morning or good afternoon wherever you are in the world. If you're struggling just now, if you're struggling with physical pain, emotional pain, lack of jobs, lack of money, then please know that you're not alone, that circumstances do change, and that sometimes when we're in the midst of such pain or fear, it really brings us down and almost paralyses us to the fact that we think that we will be in this state forever. When I got sober, I started looking at self-help and inspirational stories and books, and one that I found that I'm going to paraphrase, I'm going to summarise and probably do in chapters, is a book which I have found immensely useful. To me, it's a treasure. It talks about fear. Now, I know in my life, fear seemed to rule my life in many circumstances and time. As an introvert, I had fear of people. As an agoraphobic, I was frightened to go out. I feared early on for my mum. I feared for our children. Fear seemed to at times paralyse me. And I found the book by Susan Jeffries called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway. It was published by Vermillion in 2007. The copyright says 1987 and 2007. Susan Jeffries is a psychologist who tried to get it published and struggled because nobody would publish it, and then found it in a drawer and decided she would try again. And I'm so glad she did, because it is a tremendous book. It cost $6.99 at that time in British currency. And I have read it, and what I'm going to do is to read parts of it that I think are appropriate and may help you in your life. In the introduction, it says, what is it for you? Is it fear of public speaking? Fear of asserting yourself? And I get that. Sometimes you think your opinion doesn't matter, and that louder people and more talkative people have got more worth, and you tend to stay in the background with a fear that maybe what you have to say isn't relevant. Fear of making decisions. Should I, shouldn't I? What if? Fear of intimacy. Fear of changing jobs. Fear of being alone. Fear of ageing. Fear of driving. Fear of losing a loved one. Or fear of ending a relationship. Susan Jeffries says fear seems to be an epidemic in our society. We fear beginnings, we fear endings, we fear changing, we fear staying stuck. We don't want to stay stuck, but how do we move on? We fear success, we fear failure, we fear living, but we also fear dying. And this book gives you an insight and suggests ways that you may handle fear in your own situation. Hopefully moving from a place of pain, paralysis and depression and all the feelings that accompany these conditions. And it suggests that you can move to a place of power, energy and excitement. Now I'm going to take time to sit and study this book and to paraphrase it and bring it to you as I'll pick out the important parts that I think apply to us all in everyday life, and I hope someone out there can get some peace or some realisation that you're not alone. When you're lying awake crying in the middle of the night at 4, we tend to think we're the only person in the world. Or if we're in such dreadful pain, either emotional pain or physical pain, we do feel so alone. And these kind of feelings do make you withdraw, and people don't like to talk about them for fear of being judged. I can tell you I'm coming from a place of compassion and non-judgmental. I have no right to judge anyone, absolutely no right, but I do have a right to feel for people. And, you know, putting myself out into the world to help people has been one of the best things that I've ever done. All the suffering that I have done in my life has helped me no end. I don't regret one part of my life, because today I realise that everything I've been through has been for a purpose. It's made me the person I am today, and people will judge me, people will comment negatively probably, but that doesn't matter to me today. Nothing can hurt me the way I've been hurt in my life, and that's so true. But you know, I'm watching channels and people are suffering dreadful emotional pain. They've been hurt by others, and can I just send my love to anybody who feels that pain today? And I'll see you soon with this book, which is fantastic, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a lovely day, live in the moment, and enjoy. Bye for now. Bye.